And I do want to back up a little bit because I know you're a multi-sport athlete. So growing up, I mean, football, you played football in college, but what other sports did you love to play backing up to high school, leading into college?
I mean, man, when I was young, we pretty much played everything except soccer religiously. We would play soccer every once in a while, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but it was really baseball. It was softball. It was tackle football, two-hand touch on the pavement. I played ice hockey, and then I also played hockey on the pavement as well. But then when I got to high school, it was golf, football, baseball and track, basketball and track. I'm sorry. And then obviously you get into college, and for most people, it's just one sport from then on. So
Yes.
I played football for 2 years at the University of Buffalo.
Yes. And playing at the collegiate level, that's a feat in itself, right? Gearing up before college, was strength and conditioning a big part of your schedule and your training regimen? I know you were really busy with all these different sports. So
Mhm.
was strength and conditioning something that you were always interested in and passionate about?
Yeah, it was ever since I was the age of 8 and I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger on the front of Muscle and Fitness magazine or something like that. I was like, that is awesome. I want that to be me. So I started lifting weights at a very young age when we had the plastic weights that you would fill with cement.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a standard bar. I had those. I had the dumbbells, and I did absolutely nothing for like the first 6 years of my life exercising besides chest and buys.
Got it. Got it.
every day that I exercised was just chest and buys, chest and buys. And then, you start to play sports and you realize like, man, I should probably do something for my knees, for my hips, for my ankle. I should probably squat or something
Yes.
like that. So when I got into high school, I started squatting. And I remember the first time I tried squatting 135 pounds because I could leg press like 400, but I never squatted before. Nobody ever taught me. So I'm 14 years old. I just put 135 pounds in the bar. I'm figuring, oh, this is going to be light. And I literally, when I sat down to squat, I went into C-spine. Like, I mean, my head was almost touching the floor. My back was rounded and I stood back up and everybody was looking at me. They're like, bro, are you okay? Is your back okay? Like, oh my gosh, man, like your back should have some serious pain right now. I'm like, I didn't feel anything. I'm fine. So once again, yeah, strength conditioning exercise has always been a part of my life, but I did not start to understand how to do it correctly till I got done exercising as a athlete and became a coach. Like that was the greatest shift right there. Just realizing that you can't do 5 sets of 10 or 5 sets of 5 for the rest of your life and keep on progressing.
That's very true what you said. And I think for a lot of us, there's a difference when you have to coach and teach someone something, it just embeds and ingrains that knowledge or, how to apply that knowledge so much more for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, a lot of athletes, and they're super athletic, they know everything, like body awareness is really good. They know how to train and all of that. But then when the athlete starts to teach a teammate even, or teach another person, a younger athlete that doesn't have as much knowledge and experience, it typically tends to really benefit the athlete that's teaching it, right? So
Sure.
that's kind of when you got into that coaching realm, it really started to get all of that knowledge that you had, and now you're trying to teach it to someone else that doesn't have that experience. So I think that's something that we see, especially with coaches, right? It really helps to sharpen that skill of coaching when you have to teach it to someone else.
Oh, yeah.